Toto. Hey, misdelivered. Kudalia, might I ask for a favor of you? I recently acquired a suit of armor. It was heavily worn and thus required repairs. I have entrusted a smith in Kugane with its restoration. I would go alone to retrieve it, but I worry about the voyage. Twice now the Red Kojin have interfered with our plans. I fear they will strike again.
If they do, he needs your help.
His condition has yet to improve. We can discuss that later. Come, let us make for Kugane. When did you start talking like SpongeBob, Sukomo? So sarcastic. Do I just need to teleport to Kugane? Yeah, there's Kugane. What's this? Making bacon bread. Oh yeah, I still don't know what's up with that. It says it wants me to craft something, but I don't think it actually wants me to craft something. I think it's just Hingashi. Is so pretty. Maybe it's just the weave side of me, but Oriental architecture is so pretty. It's just my weaveness shining through. Yeah, I know, we're not supposed to be looking at the bacon bread, but now I'm curious. What do I need to do for the bacon bread? Airship landing. Yes. Yes, this is the final phase. Imagine with your myriad talents could procure 10 loaves of high-quality baked bread without a second thought. Perhaps I should have asked for a score. Enough so to give you considerable pause before engaging the bacon-loving vixen. Ah! I didn't know I could do that. That's crazy. Ah, fresh off your latest adventure, I suppose you are yearning for another quest, and it just so happened I may have something that needs fetching. Do not dare use the F word around me. What, fetching? Ha! I meant no offense. Well, this is most certainly not how that nice young reporter led me to believe you would react. Once you've calmed your nerves, feel free to stop by again. I'm not going anywhere. Oh. She doesn't like when you say that. I live to serve. Do you recall that wine my darling husband had you procure for him? You know, the one in the rose bottle? Well, he positively loved it. So much so, in fact, that he's become obsessed with the vintage, and I would like to ask you of another favor. Go on now. He's standing right there yonder. So this isn't about the bacon bread? Kudalia, Janam has told me all of your adventures. The Orborn Monastery, the Necrohall of Molund. Such fantastical sounding locales. Just don't ask me to spell them. Ah yes, the Sud Vianja. And what an amazing wine it was. I admit, before leaving Garlemald, I was worried that the Outlands vintages would not agree with my palate, but oh, how wrong I was. Not only was the rosé one of the best I've had during my time here, it is one of the best I've had, well, ever. I simply had to have more, so... I went and purchased an entire crate of the stuff. It's expensive. And I gave him quite a deal, I might add. Where did you come from? Which was not easy, seeing as there's a great demand for bottles of Sud Villange throughout the Great Three countries. How to afford so much? I shall reserve my judgment on the verity of Hancock's deal, but even were the price double, it would have been more than worth it. Fortunately, I recently sold an entire collection of my works to a little playhouse on Koganedori, the Michikoza, I believe they called themselves. These Hegan words leave my tongue in knots. I scored myself a tidy profit. The price of a single bottle more than a house in mist, you say? Ha! More than a birdhouse, I suppose. Oh, you are serious? Well then, I can inform you that is most definitely not the case. Even during shortages, I've never had to ask more than, say, 20 or 30,000 gil a bottle, 40 if the buyer was wearing silks. You say Master Gegeruju provided you with this misinformation, did he? Why, the conniving devil! Well played, you lecherous Lalafell, you. I mean, that is terrible. What a terrible thing for him to do. Wait, was that Dalmascan wine we procured for Master Gegeruju some moons ago in exchange for one of his bottles of Sud Villange? Do I, want to know about this, Hancock? Probably not, but I shall enlighten you anyway. It sounds like you and Hancock make quite the cunning devils, Kudalia. Still, I do feel somewhat responsible for this whole mess. As an apology, might I offer you a bottle of vintage Sud Villange? No, of course not. Then what would you say to a bottle of Dalmascan? You could exchange it with the bottle you gave this Master Gegeru and absolve yourself of all the wrongdoings and whatnot. And now you are probably wondering where one might find a bottle of genuine Dalmascan red, considering the hells you had to negotiate simply to find an empty bottle. Well, that, my distrustful friend, is where Hancock comes in. I do? Oh yes, I do. And I just so happen to have a bottle of Dalmascan wine on my person at this very moment. 3, in fact. What the heck? And why do I carry bottles of the rarest wine and authored on my person, you ask? I, am not at liberty to say. Yeah, she's angry now. She's like, what the heck is wrong with you people? Yeah, maybe you should say. If you must know, I acquired them from one of my acquaintances in Rabanastar. Bah! Alright, I purchased them from Lady Fran. Ooh! Is this all what I think it is? Enough Dalmascan red to keep a bonga happy for a long, long time. Amongst the royal somliers, there was a Vieira like Lady Fran. When word came the Garleans were approaching, she ordered the entirety of the royal palace's cellars delivered here, where they'd be safe from the Empire. Seeing as the situation with the palace is what it is, I don't believe anyone would mind Letta's tears using the wine to, say, fill the resistance's coffers. So, what is your offer? If this many bottles were to make it to the market, the price would fall like a burble from an oak. I would be ruined. And here I thought they said you a shrewd one. Now, if it were I to acquire this much wine,
I reckon I would only release a few bottles at a time to ensure, what would you call it, maximum profits?
Renock, there's no need to be rude to our guest. You told me before that the East Aldenar Trading Company could not provide the Dalmascan resistance with aid, as it would not be good for business. So I offer you something that will. Do you accept? Not that it transpired anything like that, mind you. So, would you care to purchase a bottle? I just. Now take a bottle and consider it my Apollo. And consider it the last you'll get from me. Take 2 bottles? All 3? Enough, Kudalia. Poor Hancock looks like if he's lost his mistress to a marble. Lost his mistress to a marble, really? 3 bottles is more than fair to see your wounded honor restored. Yeah, I gave Gegaruju some fake wine because of you guys. Assholes. Think of it this way, Kudalia. If you had saved the world from Ultima's bane, the High Seraph would most definitely have destroyed all the wine in the monastery simply out of spite. Meaning, you're entitled to at least those 3. And if you so desire, you can take one of those bottles back to Costa del Sol and set things right. Though something tells me Master Gegaruju won't take kindly to you waltzing into his manor and demanding he exchange bottles for no apparent reason. Perhaps you might enlist the aid of that vintner from Wineport? What was his name again? Shamwow? Shaman? Shamani? Shamwow? Shamani Loman. Shamani Lomani. Wait, no. We were just doing side stuff here. We got sidetracked. No, we're in the middle of the Kojin quest. Ah, get me out of here. Kojins. Ow. Good, you're here. It would seem the Forge has entrusted Shihomi with my armor. A curious twist of fate, no?
Kudalia, what a pleasant surprise. It's so good to see you again.
And a pleasure to see you again as well.
Oh my word, it talked. Ah, of course we have not been properly introduced. I am Tsukimo, a kami called forth from the treasure vault in Tamamizu. I have read everything I could about the Kojin and their beliefs since we parted ways. The text spoke of the kami that inhabit the treasures in their keep. but I never imagined them to be real. Well, as you can see, they are more than mere stories. Ahem. But that is not why we are here. We've come to inquire about the armor we entrusted to you for repairs. Yes, of course. As a fledgling classman, I pour my heart into all my work, and this armor was no exception. But I've already delivered it to Hell's Lid as instructed in your letter.
Letter? We sent no letter. This must be the work of the Red Kojin.
Oh no, is there anything we can do?
No need to fear.
Oh, no need to fear. We need only stop them before they... Oh dear, he seems to have stopped. Must retrieve armor. Has Tsukumo always behaved so strangely?
Only for the past few moons. Do you think you can fix him? I would rather he stay with you when Kudali and I face the Red Kojin.
You ungrateful!
To face them is to face death. You would only slow us down.
Arrogant, thick-shelled. Please calm yourself, Tsukumo. Kubuto only means to keep you from harm. By the time he returns, I promise you'll be good as new.
Come, Kudalia, we must hurry to Hell's Lid and intercept the delivery before it reaches the Red. Interesting how we can't teleport, but we still arrive at the same place at the same time. Hell's Lid! Big fiery volcano! Here we come! Yeah, I need you to take your armor and deliver them to the big fiery volcano, please. Thank you. Who would believe that? Oops. They'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Big fiery volcano armor. Thank the gods you came when you did. Those red-shelled bastards nearly made off with this here package. I am afraid this delivery was a trap of their creation. This armor is mine, you see, and I made no request to have it delivered, only to have it repaired by the armorer in Kogane. But as it is here and repairs are complete, I would be more than happy to relieve you of your duty. You're kidding. Well, it means I don't have to lug this crate back by all means. I wouldn't stay around here long, though. Those Red Kojin could show up again at any moment. or a blessing, we have foiled their plans, and the courier was unharmed. Still, I find it strange the Red Kojin knew of this armor.
Incompetent, the lot of them. I suppose I'll have to handle this myself. Well, well, if it isn't the cowardly Kojin from Yanxia, have you come to beg then?
You cannot have this armor, Hirumaki. It belongs to the blue.
Why would I concern myself with that pile of scrap when you've already given us so much? Defeating you here and taking it would have been simple enough. We never dreamed you would leave it in Kugane for us. Yes, truly a gift of the divine.
Tsukumo, but how?
If you would have the doll returned, the blue Kojin will serve. Your obedience may even grant you access to the vault.
You would have us debase ourselves for you? Barter with blood and blades as you do? Never.
I suppose you mean to take this back with a fair trade. Ha! Your pretty words will buy naught but a quick death. We will be waiting for you on the Isle of Zeki. Come to serve or die. The choice is yours.
No, not Tsukumo. The Red often deal in lies and deception. That was likely empty. That vase was likely empty, but if what they said is true, Shihomi will have come to harm. Will you go and check on her? I will deliver this armor home, then see to the truth of Hirumaki's threats. Back to Kugane. Tsukumo, you better not be gone. Oh, I don't like this. She looks super sad.
Oh, Kudalia, if only you had returned sooner.
So it's true then? The Red Kojin have Tsukumo?
I'm afraid so. They came not long after you left. There was nothing I could do. I know how much it meant to Kabuto, and yet I failed him when he needed me most.
You needn't worry. All that matters is you're safe. What's more, we recovered the armor.
Kabuto, I'm sorry to have caused you so much worry. Were you able to save Tsukumo?
Unfortunately, no. Hirumaki's forces overwhelmed me as he made his escape. But we know where they are keeping him. I promise you, we will get him back.
If you would stand against them, I will furnish you with any arms and armor you require. It's the least I can do.
I would be honored, as would my brothers, if you would have the Blue Kojin as patrons and forth.
Yes, of course. I only wish I was able to repair Tsukumo. When he was safely returned, I promised to do all I can to fix him.
Thank you, Shihume. Kudalia, meet me in Tamamizu. I would discuss strategy with you.
Okay, Tamamizu. Kazu, here we come.
I told Shihume what she needed to hear, but I know you understand the hardships before us. My people know little of the ways of war, and our numbers are few. Failure is assured if we face the red head-on. Hirumaki must pay for what he's done. Easier said than done, my friend.
Kabuto, I heard from the others. How could you let them take Tsukumo away from you?
Uh-oh. Elder, we were just planning a strategy to rescue him. I thought it best if Kudali and I sneak in
and say nothing to the rest of the Divine Circle, to those who look to you for guidance?
Well,
Now is not the time for false bravado. If you would go to the Isle of Zeki and face the red, you will not do so alone. You must speak with the Divine Circle, no, with all the blue, sound a call to arms and lead them into battle.
Lead the blue to battle? If that is the Elder's wish, then I fear I have no other choice.
Yay! They get all the armor and strategy stuff now. And weapons. Ooh.
Look at all of them so happy now. It seems like there's more of them praying. The Fortune Kugane has accepted the Blue Kojin as patrons and has repaired the armor that now rests in the treasure vault.
Yay!
Honored.
Yay!
You'll now be able to undertake 3 additional quests from Zukin as reputation bonus. Excuse me.
Yay!
Kojin is Divine 3. Let's see what we unlock now. Adventures, Groupers, Amberjack, Cotton Cloth, Geeky Letter, Wind Up Kojin. Ooh, we got a stuffed Kojin now. Not an actual stuffed Kojin. Probably. Oh, that's terrible. Dang, still no. I was hoping for the mount. But we still gotta work. Okay. Well, thank you, Machu. I hope you enjoyed getting the armor. Look at their vault is filling up. We got all the stuff over there, and then the stuff over there, and then the stuff over there. So now maybe, yeah, all we need is the last treasure. Alright, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!